Hello everyone, my name is Zila Does Stuff, and today I'm going to go through my city of Caesarsville, Bayou, and show you all of the new stuff that I have added to the city since we last talked. So you may have noticed it right there in that sentence that I've actually changed the name. So originally it was Caesarsville, Zealandia, and Zealandia was like this island in the South Pacific. I decided I didn't like that, and basically my city's based off of Jacksonville, Florida, and I was thinking, we could, like, I would make it basically Jacksonville, Florida, like, in an alternate universe. There's like a 90% chance I changed the name, because, like, between the two, Caesarsville does not sound nearly as sunny as Jacksonville does. So, that's a good reason I will be changing it in the future. So, that's a cool, fun change. Anyway, this is my secret office, as can be indicated. You guys don't get to know where it is. Yeah, you like the big orange text that says, secret office back there? I like it. I think it's cool. Alright guys, so I'm gonna currently show you like the city spawn and stuff. There really haven't been that many changes to the area. I've been working in another area of the world, but we'll get to that later on in the video. So, oh, wow, my mouse is moving like crazy. So, I guess we'll go ahead and get to this part of the world. So, this, hit my head on building. This is the apartments, or now known as hotel. As you can see, I've like kind of gone in here and just kind of like laid out where the elevators are, the rooms and stuff, like the hallway, and then rooms and stuff like bathroom, and then like bedroom, kitchen area that is in a hotel. So that's kind of the plan for this. I'll admit it's pretty small, but I do think it will end up looking pretty good. The palm trees are different. The palm trees are different because of Biomes of Plenty. I uninstalled it and then reinstalled it, and it screwed up a lot of the stuff in this world. I did not realize how much I depended on that mod for building. So yeah, the palm trees are slightly different. I think that's the only difference over here. I changed anything over here? I did not. Okay. Yeah, I didn't. This is the taco horn. You can see by that up there. It's a little like menu thing. I just spammed a bunch of paintings. I know it's not obvious. Some dumpsters, and then you have employees only. And this room is just entirely empty, so yeah. And then in here, there's the kitchen. I have Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod, so that's what all of this is. Jeez, my body's trying to kill me during recording. Oh, so that's what that is. These plates are all empty. And then we have this area, I believe. Yeah, this is slightly different too. I think it looks better. And then, they still left their food there, so that's pleasant. And then, usual tables and stuff. This car, I guess, is still here. Not like it's any of importance. Car wash has not changed at all. I am yet to put an interior on the Waffle Hut. And then we have the new facade over here. So, it's like, maybe a strip mall is the correct term for this. I'm not 100% certain. But, you have, like, this little subway. As you can see, it's like a little S. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but I can. Yeah. And then, of course, I'm yet to do an interior on it. This is, I had signs up here, but then, I guess they got deleted or something. But this is a Dicer Rolls, which is a Domino's parody. I just inverted the blue and red. Red is typically here, and blue is typically down here. So, that's what that is. And then there's this interior. There's meant to be tables everywhere, and then, like, a kitchen. Ooh. Ooh, no game lag. As you can see, none of that has been built, and then there's just this, and then the subway, And that's kind of what all of the buildings look like, so yeah. That's fun. The dice rolls is the only one with an interior, and it's not even that good. So, now we're gonna go look. Oop, street light my way. Now we're going to go look at the oh, that's like 2 strokes in 5 minutes. Jeez. We're going to go look at the like the part of the city that I've been doing more work on, of course. Yeah. Okay, now we are in the new part of the city. You know, recognize much behind there? I thought you might. Yeah, we're not moving that far. So, you know, you see our chicken jockey and the Coca-Cola truck. The road is different. I found out oh, you can see some spoilers over there. We don't like spoilers. I figured out I did the math on the, distancing between the streetlights. Over here, it's perfectly fine. I made sure that's correct. But over here, I did not. They were all off-center by like 2 blocks on each one. And after trying to fix it for like 30-45 minutes, I just gave up. Because Axiom and World Edit were not giving me the correct numbers. Or either I was not doing math right at 7 in the morning. So, yeah. Probably the latter. Oh. Loading into a new area. My game doesn't like that. So you ever have, like, if you've ever been on, like, a major highway, and then, you go, like, next to, like, a wooded area, but there's, like, this, like, little, it's, like, either yellow, or, like, a grayish blue. There's, like, this, like, just curved wall that kind of goes around it with, like, a little bit of grass in between. And so that's what this is. It's a sound barrier. So basically, people who live in suburbs, next to these, highways, interstates, whatever you want to call them. I'm yet to add more trees in. It looks good from a distance, as you can see from over here. Looks good from a distance, but then like the closer you get, the more you realize like there's a lot of air between them, and it's just not that good. I'm good at these trees. I'm not good at like oak trees and stuff. So yeah. So it looks pretty good for the most part. I'm a fan. And then, you know, you'd come up on this little underpass road. I had different plans for this area. That's why I built this truck going this way. It's not uncommon to see a semi-truck in a suburb. It's definitely not common. So, yeah. You have this lone house over here with no friends. Screw that house. No joke, I do actually like this house. I think it's pretty nice. None of these houses have interiors. You can see, this one, no interior. I started to lay one out and then just gave up because, like, it would just be awkward and I didn't want to do it. I will probably do interiors at some point, just not today. Again, you can see over here, no interior. This is the first house I built. It's actually based off of one in Jacksonville, Florida. I may put it on screen. Open garage, no interior. I did plan to build one here, but same thing. I didn't want a 3-block roof. That's just awkward. And you can't have otherwise with the ceiling, the way these houses are built. So, actually, you could probably fix this one. I feel like that wouldn't be too difficult. It wouldn't be too difficult. I feel like this would probably be the easiest house to, like, just slightly readjust and then boom. But yeah, like, none of these houses have interiors. Then there's, this house, which I like. Oh, my game lagged again. It's lagging more now. My PC hates me. It's always lagging. Oh. You have this cool little driveway. Goes over here. Is that nothing? Yep, you're right. And then this little patio area. Actually, birch works pretty well with granite and spruce. I've been making a lot of use of these smooth stone bricks. Why these aren't in the game by now, I have no idea. But I love these. I think they're amazing. One of my favorite modded blocks, personally. And then we have this other cool house. Got this nice little pathway leading up here. No table or anything. Nothing inside of it, obviously. Then we have this cool double door garage, and it's separated from the rest of the house because they're the cool kids on the block. I won't say that again, I'm sorry. Little wedge, little flowers. These are actually roses. Oh, my game's lagging. I use a texture pack to... sorry about that. I had a major lag spike mid-recording, so I had to reboot the game. I know it's kind of a skill issue, not gonna lie. Anyway, I have this mod called Dense Flowers, which just kind of does what it says. It makes flowers like the spot they spawn in. If you have more than like one, boom. One boom, always solo. But if you place them around each other, they kind of get like all dense and stuff, and I like it. I don't know about you guys, but this should be like a thing you can do in a game. Like maybe have like individual flowers or something like that, or like depends how you play. I don't know. I just like mods. Cool little fence, by the way. Anyway, that's not the point. So you know, little garage. Open it up. Not much in there. If you came over here, and I'm probably gonna make like a pathway or whatever, I need to make this like front lawn look a lot better. But oh, got lag again. Yeah, my PC hates me. I'm always getting lag. I have this little fence gate through the azalea bushes. There's no azalea bush fence gate. Trust me, I looked. This is the best I could come up with. So if I can figure out something else, I will, but for now, that is what it looks like. I am not a fan. Just know this will change in the future. This little back porch, you know, for such a large house, you would think that, like, they'd have, like, bigger porches, but nope. That house has a bigger porch. That house has the biggest one, I think. That house has a big porch. They don't have one. They barely have one. So yeah, you know, you think for the rich people of this neighborhood they would have a nicer porch, but they don't. This is like one of those little backyard poolside barbecue areas. I like it. Got a grill, got a cooler. You can actually open this, and you can see there's a opening animation. You can kind of see it. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. And then of course your lanterns and a fan to keep the people cool. Some chairs. I will probably just turn this whole area into like pavement or whatever. I thought that just makes sense. And then a pool. It's actually kind of small if I'm being honest. I feel like it's also steep. If you look at it, it's just very steep. And then of course, you know, if you crack the slabs too much, you might just fall into a pit and drown. But you know, on a happy note, here's a trampoline. Yay! I don't like that. I'm just jumping on a trampoline. I'll behave, I'm sorry. Anyway, with that out of the way, that terrifying trampoline I'm never jumping on again, or my PC is trying to kill me. As you can see, roads keep on going. If we look on a map, it's not that much, honestly. I will build more houses. That's pretty much it. Also, I like how this looks like a little noodle on the map. I think it's funny. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's everything new I've added to the city. If you enjoy, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, just make sure you enjoyed the video. See you guys in the next one. Peace.